Hello YouTube, it's Berg Bryce here. Time for another year-end wrap-up. This one is going to be 2018 metal detecting wrap-up. If I could sum up 2018 in one word, I'm going to call it slow. I did not find very much stuff this year compared to 2017. Just never really picked up for me. I hunted a lot. Wasn't for a lack of trying. It was just more, I don't know. I just couldn't get it started like I did in years past. So I'll go over what I found. I didn't keep any trash this year. Probably isn't absolutely everything, but this is most of it. We'll start down here. I did not count the pennies. That's the penny pile. Got lots of your standard crusty pennies. I did mostly beach hunting this year. I'm primarily a beach hunter. I do a bit of park hunting here and there, but I'm more of a beach hunter. So anyone else who does that knows that you find lots and lots of crusty pennies, and I've certainly found my share this year. I didn't count them. There's a lot there, and a lot of them won't even be spendable. Then you got your other random pieces of metal, nuts, washers, bolts, keys. There's the key section. You always find lots of keys. Lots of those rolled pennies, which I don't like finding. This is kind of the unknown blob corner. I don't know if I'll smash those with a hammer or not. Tokens, unspendable coins, foreign money right here. And then this guy here, honestly, that thing pretty much sums up 2018 for me right there. As a metal detectorist, you certainly don't want to find that. And I found that was at a low point of the whole year. And that just really kind of summed up the whole year for me. Some sea glass. I usually keep that stuff if it looks interesting. And plus, I like to get glass off the beach. Cut a couple of neat looking pieces there. Kids' toys, charms, fobs, whatever. Nothing valuable here. Dog tag, kind of stuff that you find. Clad. Here's all the nickels. 175 of them here. Comes out to $8.75. Big pile of dimes here. 475 of them. So that gives me almost $50. Big pile of quarters here. 92.75 worth. Just counted all these up. So it should be pretty accurate. I don't know if I'm going to clean these and Coinstar them. I think I might try Coinstarring them first and then just cleaning the ones that it doesn't take. Because quite honestly, I don't want to spend a lot of time cleaning this stuff. Got a couple of dollar coins, 50-cent piece. Nothing too exciting there. That dollar coin is from 1979. That's kind of cool. Fishing weights. This is not all the fishing weights because I find a lot of them, but a lot of them go into my fishing gear because I do a lot of fishing. A couple of quarters there. Cars. If there's kids around and the parents are okay with it, I usually give these cars to the kids because I don't really have a whole lot of use for them, but do keep some of them, and I'll give them away at some point in time to someone because I don't have much use for them. Here's the smoking implements section. I always seem to find lots of those things. Found that Zippo just the other night. Someone's probably pretty bummed about that. It's a pretty fancy looking Zippo. Cell phone section. I think I found some other cell phones. I didn't have any returns this year. I'd had some returns in years past, but none this year. So there's a couple of busted up cell phones. Sunglasses. I think I started throwing away sunglasses because you find so many of them and they're just all junk. Those somehow made it to the end of the year. Found this flashlight a few weeks ago. I've been letting it dry out. Not sure if it's going to work or not. Here's the relics corner for 2018. Got a couple of square nails there, some suspender clips. That's a harmonica piece. A couple of old buttons. That's kind of a neat old military-looking button there. Not too many relics this year. Nothing too impressive. This, however, was the year of hoop earrings. Look at that collection. Look at how big some of those are. There's my hand for comparison. Those are some huge hoop earrings. Other junker earrings. We're kind of getting into the bling section of the finds. A couple of watches this year. This one actually does work. It could just use a new strap, although it's kind of large. I don't really like big watches like that much. No shortage of charms. And here's the bling ring section, and I hardly even found any of these this year. I think in 2017 my ring count was 80-ish. If you total up all the rings I found, good and junkers, I think I got 30. And that's it. I just couldn't even find any rings this year. All right, the good stuff. Did come away with 5 pieces of gold this year. Not very much. Totaled up to be 16 grams. Best one is this. This is a band here. And I didn't find any of this until October. I had not found a piece of gold in over 13 months. It was unbelievable. But, persistence. I kept going, and eventually I found some, and then I found some more. Here's the silver for this year. I actually found this big earring just the other night. And then all of this, except for these 2 rings here, all of this other stuff has all been found since October. So it had just been a really, really slow 2018. And I was hunting. You can see I was finding the clad, but I was just not finding hardly anything good. And I have theories behind that, but I won't get into that now. And then here's some older coins I found. I found a handful of old coins, 5 silver dimes there, and then there's an old, looks like a Walking Liberty. I don't think I ever got a year off of that because it's pretty hard to read. I found this Buffalo nickel, which is in really good condition. You can even read it, 1936. You can read the date still. And then, a couple of Wheaties. So that's really, here's a few more. Not silver nor gold rings, but, not total junkers either. But still, even that, I usually find a bunch of tungsten rings in a year. This year, two of them. So that's it. Honestly, that is it. Do another quick pass over, and one of the theories I have is that there have been some new machines that have come onto the market, and I know all about them because I have one. I picked up the Minelab Equinox here, and it is a very user-friendly machine. It's not, it's not as good as my Excalibur, but it's light. I got the 15-inch coil for it. I can cover a lot of ground with it really quickly. And, if you were a beginning detectorist, you could get one of these and you could be out finding a lot of stuff. And I think that maybe there's a lot of people who got into the hobby this year and they were hitting the beaches hard. I don't know. That's just one theory. That's what I've been telling myself, why I didn't hardly find anything this year. And, a lot of people come and go into the hobby, and some people stick around and a lot of people get bored with it. And who knows? The only guarantee that I have been able to come up with when it comes to metal detecting is that I can't find anything if I'm sitting at home on my butt. I have to be out swinging the coil. That's the only guarantee that I've been able to come up with in metal detecting. And so that's kind of what I remind myself. If you can't find anything, if you aren't out looking. And I had to remind myself a lot of that at the end of the year when I just hadn't been finding anything. And thank goodness I kept on going and I was persistent. And then I ended up finding some good stuff. But here's to a good year, 2019. Good luck and happy hunting to everyone. And be safe out there and have fun. It's a great hobby. All right, take it easy.